The Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast on demand.
Ben Davis, Kelly K Show. All right, I'm going to frame this as a setting the bar story. These are examples of what not to do. But you can really know that you can look at it from a bunch of different ways. Maybe even see it as a redemption story, see it as a feel-good story. But it definitely has a little drama in it, all right?
It's got a lot of that.
Yeah. So if you can manage to make it through the day without planning an elaborate fake wedding just to get back at your ex, you're doing okay.
Oh, wow. I think the intention was, let's make him jealous. You know, he'll see it on the gram and be like, what?
That's exactly what Sarah wanted to do when she broke up with her boyfriend back in 2019. She immediately started like devising this little scheme in her head. Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pretend like I just got married. And so she literally rounded up her friends. She rented a venue. She got a guy to play the groom. And
Yeah, she rented a groom.
yes, yes. And this is all going down in Germany, right? And so she has a big photo shoot. You know, she takes, the candid photos of, the happy bride and the groom. And she takes pictures at a, quote, reception. Now, you don't see a whole bunch of people in these photos. They're just like photos of just a couple people. But
her close friends.
Yeah, but
she recruited to do this. But I'm wondering how much money she really did drop on this.
Yeah, but the idea is there. And so did her plan work? Which, here, let me play for you the TikTok that she then just recently posted that is now over 2 million views. She's like, remembering the time when I faked getting married and had a photo shoot to trick my ex. And it just shows her in all these different scenes.
There was someone so pleasant about that.
Like a gorgeous wedding.
Yes, hand in hand with her husband, looking over the shoulder and everything, holding hands with
the
people.
groom is pretty hot. Like, wouldn't that be perfect if they ended up getting together?
Yeah, so
Now that's an epic love story.
So here's where it turns. Did the plan work? Yes. He did see it on Instagram. And
freaked out?
Yes, immediately reached back out and wanted to come over and just talk. And
He accused her, though, of like cheating while they were together.
yep, and she was like,
He was like, well, how could this have happened? Timeline and all this stuff.
yeah, and she's like, there's no way that could happen because this is all a setup. And so she then blocked him and deleted him from her social media and her life. So redemption. Is it crazy or is it genius, Kelly?
I feel like it's crazy, but she, now she's in a good place. She's happy being single. So it ended up well. Like, I feel like she got the results she wanted. He did reach back out. He regretted. Mm-hmm. And I think that's ultimately what she wanted. And then she was able to be like, nope, sorry. And now she's happily single.
If I'm her ex-boyfriend and I find out that this is all a setup, I'm thinking I dodged a bullet.
Oh yeah.
Like that's my thought. Like she's a cute girl, and I think
she's adorable.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, crazy, but yes, this is genius. And I'm like,
yes,
ooh,
it's crazy genius, but why? Don't ever do that. Like I need to know how much money she dropped on it.
If you've got a great story of some elaborate scheme to get back at an ex, would love for you to share. I know it may not be to the extreme of Sarah's.
No, and you know what? Always the best revenge is just living your life well and being happy and successful.
Well,
Maybe.
I think that's what she was trying to show him.
Yeah. That's
what she was trying to show.
Elaborate deception at the root of it.
That was elaborate deception for sure. For sure. Anyways, we tweeted out the TikTok so you can see it yourself at Ben and Kelly Show. So to what extreme did you go through to get back at an ex? We just told you the story of Sarah, who literally staged an entire wedding photo shoot after she broke up with her ex-boyfriend just to make him jealous and think that she had been cheating on him the entire time, and immediately switched and got married the second they got broken up with.
I mean, it's absolutely psychotic. But
It really
got her to a happy ending, I guess, of being single and having the satisfaction of making him regret his decision to leave the relationship with her.
got a message from Heather. Hey, all, my ex tried to do the same thing to me.
Wait. Do you mean like stage a wedding that was fake?
She writes, he posted a bunch of photos of him and another woman he supposedly proposed to.
Oh, wow.
Yep, engagement photos.
Oh.
Yes, I was angry, but I started seeing comments on his photos like, wow, you move quickly. And you're engaged already? Didn't you just break up with Heather?
Wow.
I texted him that I knew he didn't get engaged. He kept with the lie. It was only until later.
Well, yeah, commitment to the bit.
Yeah, at that point you're in too deep, man. You gotta just roll with it. You gotta roll with it.
At that point, you move her in.
Yeah.
You go buy a ring. You make this legit.
Heather says, it was only until later I found out that that was one of his sister's friends, and it was all staged. So.
Oh, wow. That is, man, when
man.
you have your village that you pull in and is willing to go down the dark path with you.
Yes.
Yeah, you're totally an accomplice. Wow.
That's funny.
Dang.
Look,
Like, how did he think that was going to end up? Like, did he think he was going to win Heather back? And then knowing that his sister and her friends, like, helped out with the descent. Was that ever going to be...
Kelly.
Was that going to be funny at some point?
Kelly,
At Thanksgiving, they're all going to laugh about it?
Kelly,
No?
Kelly.
Yeah.
Guys,
Didn't think that far.
Guys don't think that far in advance.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm just impressed that he came up with that kind of scheme to begin with.
I mean,
Typically I don't give men that kind of credit either to come up with something that elaborate and crazy psycho, right?
I mean, listen, we are masters of starting something and not finishing it. All right. So this was 100% the case where he's like, I know what I'm going to do. Who cares? I'll figure it out later.
Fake fiance. It's going to be great.